Hello, everyone. It's me, Ginger Faye, and the lovely co-host Aley from Heart and Soul Connected. Oh, I got to turn down my thing. Anyways, I want to see if I'm pointing right. Oh, I'm on a delay. It looks like. Anyway,
It isn't me, is it? It might be me.
Yay. Okay. So what I've done was flip my in my camera mode, flipped it to where it's supposed to be. Everything's on the proper side now. So now when I point at you, I'm actually pointing at you.
Oh, really? So I can't. So no, I'm pointing at you now, and it's not.
Oh, that's true.
It's okay. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
Anyways, hello everyone. My next question is going to be: are my cards being read backwards? Let me see if I can get a one with big words on it. No, let me see. I meant to ask you. Okay, is that backwards?
I can't see the word. Yeah, it's backwards.
It is backwards. Gosh darn it. Okay. Anyways, while I fix that, I want to just say hello to everybody and thank you for popping in. And let me flip me back there.
Okay.
Now, is it backwards?
That's correct. It's the Two of Fire, right?
I get so confused. My bookshelf's supposed to be on this side. Anyway. Hello, everyone. And Aley, how have you been?
Been busy, but otherwise fine. We've been getting some sunshine here, which is really nice. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh can't believe it's almost May. Can you?
No, almost May and almost time for my son to graduate from the University of Lander here in South Carolina. And I'm just like, where'd the time go? Oh my gosh. Where did it go? But anyways, so we've had some beautiful people waiting in the wings for us. Let's start saying hello.
All right, let's do it.
Let me get a part. Kim B.
Hey, Kim B.
Another one in line. Karen Doyle. You always have such a wonderful.
Oh, Karen, you're sweetheart.
Yeah. You are a sweetheart. Jay Hannah has joined us.
No.
One of the newest members in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Love to see you in chat. Or Aley, I forgot to send her the link. The thumbnail. So, when you do things on the fly.
Yep.
The beautiful Nancy's here. Has anybody seen her latest cutesy video with Truffle? Truffles are the cutest little chihuahua. And she actually, talks in the video. I've never
that's cute. Yeah.
She's adorable. So everybody go to Nancy's shorts. She makes the greatest shorts, She's trying to encourage me to do more shorts. I'm trying to get my backyard together. And she's like, you need to make a short.
Yeah. So, everybody has time for a short that doesn't have time for other things.
Right.
So that's why they're so good.
And you've been putting a lot up.
Yeah.
Putting a lot up.
The clicks help. They really do. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we encourage everybody. Actually, Nancy, if you don't mind, or anyone, if you can put Dear Aley's link in the description. So we can share the love. Everybody go switch back and forth, subscribe, hit the bells. That way we're all on. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with chat here. Janet has joined us. Hello, Janet.
Yeah.
How are you? Charlie's here. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
They're popping in from Aley's channel. Good to see everybody. Swampy63. Hello.
Hey, Swampy.
And don't be shy to hop back and forth and put a like in both channels. And it really helps our
nice.
channel grow.
Hi, Rossi.
Nice. And so how are you, Rossi? Every time I see your picture, it reminds me of the meme. What's in one of my cards where the black cat filing his little nails.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Ellen's here.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Ellen. Looks like Ellen's a member of your channel. I'll get there. I'm shy of some watch hours, but I have enough subs, and I have enough. I have 2 out of the 3 things I need to
good. That's
members.
Good. Thank you, Nancy.
Carolyn, how are you, Peter? We need to get some ghost stories together. I was just telling Aley backstage that I'm putting together a short for a video advertising that if anybody has a paranormal story to share or know of a place that is haunted, I would love to continue my series Tarotnormal Investigations and investigate it. We have so much fun when we do that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be malevolent, spooky. It could be just, there's a presence in the house and you would love to connect with them. I've done a couple of those kind, and they're just as fun. Of course, I like spooky, but it's just very unique to connect with spirits.
I think that maybe I'll get Denise Fletcher Tarot. She's got one in her house, so I'll get her to write.
Does she? Oh, that would be awesome, Aley. I would love that. Hi, Donna. How are you today? Ness is here. Hi, Ness.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Okay. So let's see. Am I caught up, or I'm still going down? Ajay's here. Hello.
Yeah.
Joe G's here. Hi, Joe. Always good to see you in chat. And we have people asking for questions already. We have Kendra's here. Hi, Kendra. How are you tonight?
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well. I see that you also have a question. I'll get you started. Butterfly readings. Hello.
Linda.
Hello. Love that. Love the butterfly energy. All right, Ness, I got you starred. And then, yes, it's a simulcast. So, again, everybody pop back and forth between channels. It really helps the algorithm go. Hit those like buttons and the hearts and all that fun stuff. We're really trying to make a name for ourselves. Ness, got you starred. Do I have you starred twice? I do. So it's a, okay, wait, was that? Okay, hang on. I try to believe everyone is equal. Recently, I'm receiving insights about my unique gifts. Yes, I struggle to accept that because I don't want to be arrogant. That's one of 2. Okay, so, I felt the same way when I started. I didn't want to call myself psychic, and I still don't. I just like to say I'm intuitive.
Right.
But when I started channeling, I'm like, why not own it?
Yeah.
And once you own it, or I can speak for myself, once I owned it, so much more magic started happening.
It did. Yeah. I had that with the Akashic record, like on every other Tuesday, Val, Dragonfly Crystals and I switch back and forth, and one of us does Akashic records for the whole, not for personal readings. And once I realized I could do it, it was like, oh, and I just didn't know I could. And then I had channeled the Arcturians.
Easier, right?
Yeah, it's very easy. It's like you don't hear it outside you hear it inside you.
It's very easy.
It's very easy. Yeah. Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. How are you? Good to see you in chat. Wayne's popping in. Let me keep going. Thank you, Nancy, for popping in Aley's channel.
Thank you for doing that.
So if you have not already, please go subscribe. Give her a hello.
And also, my folks, come on over to Ginger's channel, please. She's trying to get herself squared away. She needs.
Well, it wasn't until I thought about these things, but it wasn't until Ivana, I was on backstage with Ivana, and we started putting together how much StreamYard costs now. And then, of course, you got to buy the decks to be able to do the reading.
Yeah, it's not an inexpensive thing.
Yeah, the internet costs money. And then, she started going down the list. I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't realize how much money it really does cost to keep a channel going. So, all right, who's doing roasted chicken?
Oh, Wayne loves to come in at dinner time and tell us what he's making.
Oh, my God. I already ate, but now I'm getting hungry.
Hi, Brock.
Hey, Foxy Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
Lurk away. Lurk away.
Yeah.
Donna's here.
Hi, Donna.
Sadly, the
Yes.
Pope is passed.
Do you know that he waited till Easter? I really think that was purposeful. I really do. He waited till after Easter was over. But, you know, one of the people he talked to before he passed? J.D. Vance. Now that would give me indigestion and probably a stroke. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
She speaks truth. Oh, say Jay Hannah says, I've tried to get my connection a lot, but haven't been able to get a message coming through. You know, sometimes when we really try, that's when it's not happening because we're trying, we're not relaxed enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I still go through that myself every once in a while. When I want to answer for myself, I have to wait for the signs later, you know, or they just happen, you know, non-planned. Like I had my annual review with my principal today.
Oh, good.
And I told him that during our interview, when he asked me, how do I feel about coming to that school? I told him that I literally saw the word yes. It was vague, but I saw the word yes right next to his head. And so those are the kind of things that will come when you're least expecting it.
That's right.
And then you learn to work with it. Hi, Polly. How are you tonight? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. All right. All right. Karen wants to know. Karen loves to talk to mom and
her mom is a sweetheart, honestly.
Yeah, I love working with their energies. All right, Polly, I got you. Just sent you a link to a haunted place close to me. Oh, yeah. You know, Ivana. Well, no, she visited that prison. But I've even done the Amityville house, and it was amazing the story that came out of it that was similar but very different from the movie as well. But it was real interesting. Let's see. Let's see. Have I missed anything about my abilities, or do I have noted them already? I'm going to star that so we can peek at that a little bit. Let's see. Anja, I have you starred. Yes. But sometimes we don't know if that is, you know, we question, are we worthy of being that authentic self? And I say yes. Yes, we are. Kendra says Akashic record. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I wanted to take the class from Val, and I somehow it went.
No, she'll have them again soon. Yeah, she has them every once in a while. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. So, hi, Donna. Hello. Welcome. I'm getting close to the end here.
Okay.
Kim, I have you starred. Oh, no, Ginger, sorry about the way I read that. Wait a minute. The ex-penis. It looked like I said ex-penises.
It's supposed to be expenses, I think.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, how emasculating, Karen.
Oh my God.
Hi, Mary.
Yeah, we're all natural here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ness agrees with you, waiting till Easter for the Pope. Yeah, they're all thinking.
Yeah. I think so.
Jules is here. Well, she is here. I just somehow. All right, my finger's not working now. All right, Mary Thornberry. Okay.
Yeah, Mary came in.
It jumped. Okay, here we go. Sorry, chat jumped. So, hi, Jules.
You're right, Ellen. Talking to JD is what gives them.
Oh,
hi, Peace Mama. Nice to see you.
Oh my God! And then what's that say?
I know. Have you heard what he said?
No, because you know
he said, these people can't hold down jobs. They can't. He said all this stuff about them. They don't pay taxes. They're not a waste, but basically that's what he was saying. And people are writing, my son's autistic and he does this and this and this. He votes. He did. This man is just crazy.
They have light worker jobs. That's more important than what this dude's doing, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's just sad. Oh, I'm glad I didn't hear that. I would have been all
Yeah.
up in.
The man needs to he needs to go away, which I think the Secretary of Defense is going to go bye-bye because he was caught using a private phone and signal again. So he may be gone. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Okay. Carolyn's having mango sorbet.
I know. Isn't that great? That sounds so good. Oh, Kathy, that's wonderful.
Okay, let's get going. Going live Wednesday. Oh, is this your first live, Linda?
She has a channel and she's going to do her first live. Isn't that? I mean, she's done on her channel. She's been with people on their channel.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, many blessings on that. Oh my gosh.
Ellen, I'll look and see.
Find her link. Go ahead and put her link in for me.
Ellen wonders if you. Oh yes, she got it. She got it, Ellen. All right, you're fine.
I know it keeps going and going. Yeah. Okay, Liz and I've got you start away.
Hi, Liz.
Oh my gosh, we already have. Well, we don't have 12 because I know I double starred. So they had a two-part.
Ness's, yeah.
Carolyn says she dreamt last night she was in an old cemetery that were like caves covered with ivy.
Nice.
I have such a fascination with old. We have so many old cemeteries here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys do down there.
All right, Kathy.
Isn't that great? See,
that's awesome.
Kennedy is dead wrong.
Yeah, yeah. My son had one of his classmates was one of twins, and the one twin's mainstream, and then my son's friend has autism, obviously, but he works in the hospital, and he was working in the emergency room, and now he's transporting patients, but he's doing a fine job.
Well, sure he is. Yeah, sure he is. Hi, Brendan. That's nice to see you.
He was napping.
He was. Yeah.
Hi, Hinda. Okay. Ellen, I did see a question. Yep.
You got the Ellen question, but there's two other people after her, which is
all right,
Donna and Sandra.
Okay, I got Sandra. I think I have Donna. Let me go back. Okay, I'm finally at the end. So let me see. We've got Lucky 13 here. We have Rossi. We have Ness, which is a two-part question. We have Kendra, Karen, Polly, Jay Hannah. I marked that as a question, Jay Hannah. But if you want to tweak it, let me know. Anja, Kim, Estelle, Ellen, Liz, and Sandra. So I did miss someone. Donna, didn't I?
Yeah, Donna is at 7. It's right above Sandra. Okay. Somewhere here. If I can find it. Because there's two Donnas. There's a Donna Marie and there's a regular Donna. Let's see if I can find it.
All right. Right. Okay.
It's at 717. Yeah, you found it.
Okay.
Can I just say, because Brendan's listening, congratulations. Your mom is so proud of you, and so is her whole friendship. Congratulations on your upcoming graduation. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody give Brendan a round of applause.
Yay, Brendan.
Wonderful. I am so proud of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so we try, Sandra. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
We try not to just give you a quick, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We really give it all of our heart and soul. But anyways, all right. Play, love, remember. Hello. All right. So there's 12 questions. Oh, wait, 13 questions. Yeah. And so we're going to probably have to stop them after that. So, okay. I can't. My abilities have noted them all like I'm. What are them all? Like I know what they are, or are they anymore? Right. Okay, that's the one I got. All right. I think we should get started.
Yep. Let's do it.
Thank you, Ness. And if
Mhm.
somebody on my channel could also put the questions are closed, because we'll never get out of here. We don't.
Yeah, we have to go to bed by midnight. So actually, it's a good idea though. If it's Monday, so Ginger she has to go to work in the morning.
Oh, Sandra. Play love. Okay. All right. Go ahead and ask, and then since you were already in chat before I started, and then
we'll see if we can do it. We'll have to see how fast it goes. Yeah.
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 So
thank you, dear.
All right.
Yeah, we turn into pumpkins, Sandra. That's right. Rotten pumpkins.
Was that your question?
That's an easy one.
We can pull a card on that. All right. So Rossi was first. Okay, so Rossi. Question from Spirit. All right, let's get this party started. Ooh, okay.
So Rossi, over the weekend, in a class I was doing with Val, we all had a chance to channel the Arcturians. And so I have a very short message.
Is that what that was about? You did a short, right?
Okay. Yeah, it was very short. Yeah, it was like 2 minutes, I think. Yeah. But, yeah.
All right, Rossi.
All right. So, Rossi, I get here, you are reaping a lot of things. And this is funny. I think we got this message for you before. But look, you have all the watermelons in the cart and they're spilling all over the place. So you're reaping benefits here. But it says here that sometimes those benefits can look like a facade. And it's very interesting because we were just talking about that earlier in this show, how we're trying to listen and we're trying to get our answers and they're not as clear as we'd like them to be sometimes. And so, don't believe that it's a facade, believe that it's the truth, and take those inner demons and make them go away. You don't need those inner demons. And we all have them, but yeah, tell them you need to exit stage right. So there you
go. Okay. Well, I just threw that card away. Oh my goodness. Already slipping out of my hands. So Ross said, I need to channel them. And I was thinking the watermelons. Yes. Yeah. I saw it right after I saw watermelons. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, all right, Rossi, let's get this going. All right, so we have here the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, I think, talk about watermelon seeds. This is about you planting your seeds of manifestations, your desires, and nurturing them and feeding them, and that means keeping them forefront in your mind. But it's about planting those seeds, but being patient about watching them come to fruition. It's about being enjoying the process of watching every little leaf develop before it turns into a bud, before it turns into a bloom, before you pick it and smell it and just revel in that beautiful energy. So right now, Spirit's wanting you to exercise a little patience, but don't stop your manifesting. Don't stop nurturing that manifestation. I'm going to laugh here. Let's see. This, I got the Devil card, but this is a very unique Devil card, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is.
So if I went by image alone, I'm going to say, I'm going to say don't listen to those voices that are trying to feed you self-limiting beliefs. That's how I'm going to read this card. I don't know why this is, I can't seem to hold it straight. Yes, that's how I'm reading this card. And I also feel like you're in a field of the dandelion poofs. Where you're in this field. And so this also is about making your wish. Blow your wish to the universe. Let the fairies carry your wishes up and out. Keep looking towards that dawning sunrise. And again, that's how I'm going to read this particular image. It's like a duality. I think you fight against yourself sometimes. I could almost also see it as that angel devil on the shoulder type of thing. So don't give in to the self-limiting chatter. Is how I'm going to say that one. And then we have look at this. You got the cardinal. It says be comforted. So be comforted knowing that loved ones that have crossed over are ever so close to you. You can talk to them at any time. And you have two here, but one in particular is really whispering in your ear. And it could be when you're at night sleeping, or perhaps when you're daydreaming. I feel like maybe you might get a message, not realizing. Anytime you think of them, that means they are near and you can feel their energy. So just be comforted knowing that you are being divinely guided from the other side as well. So Rossi, that's what I have for you tonight.
That's great.
Yeah. So I hope you like that story. Yeah. What's that say?
Oh, good.
Block is with me. Yes, my ears are buzzing.
You'll get through it. You'll get through it. It will all be clear. Yeah, it will.
Okay. All right. Next chatter here. Thank you, Rossi, for letting us read for you tonight.
Amanda. Hi.
All right, Ness. And hi, Amanda here.
No, you get
Ness says, I try to believe everyone is equal. Recently, I am receiving insights about my unique gifts, and I struggle to accept that because I don't want to be arrogant. And the second part of that question is messages from guides on how to process my unique gifts. I like that. Okay, so how to process your unique gifts and skill sets without feeling like I'm a hierarchy. I tell you, you ask for only messages from love and light, and you ask to only speak the true messages, and just feel it in your heart, and you're not going to become an arrogant person as long as you always feel it in your heart. And you feel that love and light. You'll never be that arrogant.
That's right.
So,
as long as you stay humble.
Humble. That's the word I was thinking.
Yeah.
That is the word I was looking for. And that's humble.
So and I spilled all my cards on the floor.
Oh, Lord. I forgot I dropped
It's because they're too slippery. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got for you, Ness? Ooh. Okay. So, Ness, the first card I get is magnetism. You have charming properties, and those properties have some people feeling very attracted to come to listen to what it is your gifts are saying to them. And but not everybody's going to do that, and we all know that. We're not everybody's cup of tea. It just is the way it is. But there might be a time that somebody is not as nice possibly as you'd like them to be, and it says exigency, which is unpleasant but necessary. And perhaps that's when you have to take a step back and say, okay, that person has the wrong perception of me, and I must be communicating different. And that, again, doesn't mean the person has to agree with you or that people won't disagree with you or will disagree with you. But I think that your intuition will tell you when and if that happens to you, because if you remain the humble person that you are, you won't have trouble with that. But it says to watch out for the machinations of unreliable associates. And I know you know what that means, but for those who don't understand, machinations would be like playing you like a puppet, or somebody's making you do those moves, or they're trying to get your goat. That could even be that.
Mm-hmm.
And but you're going to recognize it. I don't trust your skill of recognition, is what I'm going to say.
Right. And what deck is that from? That was a beautiful images.
This one is the Arthur Rackham Oracle. They come
I
from
know. I knew that was Arthur Rackham.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Love his artwork.
They have some beautiful artwork. Older stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all right, Ness. It's funny because I got the Magician.
Uh-huh.
And when you're trying to work on the skill set of your unique gifts, that's the best card to get, Magician. Normally, I don't like to read the what it has underneath, but I'm going to read it. It says, transcend reality with ingenuity. You shape the future. Well, without that part, transcending. See how this hawk, I'm going to call it hawk. It's like a hawk to me. Okay. This hawk is like your spirit guide, and he's taking you on a journey. And it's about you going with the flow of that journey and letting spirit work through you and letting spirit carry you into the ethereal realms. And it is there where you find your true self, and you won't feel false, or what's that word they're using now? Imposter syndrome or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you believe in what you're receiving, and you, like Alex said, you remain humble, you have nothing to worry about. You've got the Six of Wands here, and I feel like this is two things. This is carrying you. I know from my experience, having that close relationship with spirit brought me out of challenging times a little quicker, I think, than if I hadn't had that knowledge that I could count on spirit. And the messages that flow through. And the second fold is, this is letting me know that you have the ability to help others see through these trees and see the lights that shine around them, recognizing all the spirit energies that's around you and that supports them. And my last card for you, it's the frog card. It says stay balanced. That is key to everything, is staying balanced. Staying grounded, most of all, will keep you out of that ego realm as you're connecting with spirit. And see, she's just got this light all around her. This is spirit working around you, and you just being still and letting it happen, and letting spirit lead you. So I hope those messages help you. I just, as long as you stay true to yourself, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I don't either.
Ego.
Yep.
And it's those people who, when you're being honest, and they don't like to hear the honest, they want to hear the cotton candy version. Those are the ones that are might give you a little flack. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. And then a couple weeks later, they're going, "Ooh, maybe she did." Trust in yourself, Ness. Trust in yourself. We believe in you.
Yep. Thanks, Ness.
All right. Kendra.
I'm sorry to hear that, Kendra, that you're having a tough go. That's no fun.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I might even start doing roll call too. So, I see Kendra is here still. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carolyn. All right, Kendra.
All right. So I'm going to give you a little bit of flowery oracle that I absolutely love this, and especially when I'm feeling as though I need a little upliftment. And it's called the Midnight Sun Oracle. And it's just beautiful. It's just really pretty for spring. So that's what this is. And it says, first one says, cultivate abundance. And the word is a red clover. But look, she's sitting upon all the red clover, and she's trying to cultivate the abundance of the beauty around her, because abundance can be found in all things. It's not just monetary. So here it's suggesting you sit and count your blessings. The next part is, if you need to refresh maybe your spirituality, you want to sit with some kind of a ritual. That ritual can be anything. It can be smudging. It can be lighting a candle. It can be taking a walk in nature. It could be planting flowers. It can be anything that you want. But it says, whatever brings you joy. And ritual is really beautiful, because usually when there's ritual, you don't have to really think about it. You just kind of do whatever it feels right for you at that time, because it says there is healing power available to you. And you two will transition out of this sadness and into the healing power. And look at it. It just looks like spring, and it looks like the sun and the flowers and all that out there for you. So I hope that helps you, my dear.
I wanted to start a couple comments here. Okay. All right, my first card for you, Kendra, is the Star card. Okay, this is, I really feel like this one is just saying wish upon a star. But I'm going to read the caption under it. It says, keep the faith. The world is full of miracles. I still, to this day, at my age, look up at that sky and the stars and the moon and planet, and just still look at it with awe, as I was when I was a little child discovering that universe out there. And so the Star card is about healing, and I think this is depicted within the boat, that she's in a boat and she's very well balanced. So this is, I think, a note from the universe recognizing that you are doing your best to try to stay balanced in this chaotic world, but to still look up into the stars at night and still make a wish and still believe in miracles. Then I got the Hierophant card. This is a very interesting Hierophant card. And I want to read this caption because it's really unique. It's, ask for guidance. An enlightened soul is near. So that's almost mediumship type thing going on here. You have someone very near and dear to your heart that is with you through all your challenges. And he's asking you to walk through life in beauty and grace, that it's not always going to be challenging. It's just, these are challenging times. And the way you gracefully glide through the water will make it less challenging for you and easier to navigate these waters. Because look how smooth that water is. Very smooth, very smooth. And the last message here, Owl's wisdom. I think this is a call for you to really work on your connection with spirit and connection with the knowledge that they have that's waiting for you. I don't know if you meditate, but if you just take a few seconds every morning and ask and intend to connect with your guides and ask them to guide you through the day with messages of highest good, the more you connect with them, the more you talk with them, the more wisdom that comes and flows through you naturally. And you're wondering sometimes, where in the world did that come from? And you'll start you can just see all these magical stars here. You'll start believing in the magic that surrounds you. So you have a lot of divine energy that's surrounding you, and it's just beautiful. So Kendra, that's my story for you tonight. So I hope you can take away something from that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Just chatting, look through chatting. Yeah, this too shall pass. You're very welcome, Kendra. Thank you for letting us read for you tonight.
Thank you, Kendra.
Come back anytime, and we will just do our best to help keep that energy up.
Absolutely.
Wait, that's not what I was going to do. Hi, Angelia. Hello. I was trying to get, that's a Taurian card. A Taurian.
Taurian, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Taurus.
Yeah. Love that.
That's cool.
All right, next is Karen. Karen Doyle would like to know. Oh, wow, that's a good news. You're still with your crush.
Yes.
Yeah, Mama likes her.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see. All right,
okay. Karen, this looks pretty good. I see here that you got the mint. And I think Aley is saying there's nothing better than a little bit of sweetness in mint to spice things up. It says here abundance and persistence. And I just feel like you two have whatever it takes to bring together that. The next thing I get is a bird, which is freedom and opportunity. I think the both of you have the same view on freedom and relationships, perhaps. So there you go. You got this bird just flapping around, and there's little birds too. The last one I get is an earthworm. And what I love about the earthworm in this case is it says clarity and rumination. And so you two are achieving a kind of a clarity about each other, which will only increase over time. But enjoy the blush of, Aley says, enjoy the blush of this new relationship, because there's nothing like a new relationship. Yeah. Hi, Hugger.
Beautiful.
Good to see you.
Who's coming in?
Hugger Greeters
Oh,
here.
Hugger, hi, TK.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while.
I know. It's great.
Hope you're doing well. Okay, Karen. I love this because asking your mom, use the images on these cards to let Karen know what you feel about her new friend. You got the King of Pentacles.
Oh.
She thinks he's quite dapper. No, truly though, she feels that he is a man of his word, a man of honor, very humble, very just he's there for anyone who needs assistance, and she loves that energy about him. Let's see, there are 4 birds in this image, so I'm going to say he too is surrounded by loved one. I can't help but to think that, because these are 2 different kind of birds. Let me show you the images. Here we go. We have 2 white birds here and 2 blue birds here, and I feel like 2 of those birds are your family, 2 are his, and they are working with each other, trying to bring you together. And I think that's
God,
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I think you 2 were divinely brought together. And then you have this beautiful Ace of Wands. Like, I just feel like there's something to celebrate, and I'm going to say it's going to be in this makes me think July, a celebration in July near the water. But this also looks to be, actually, this is not fireworks, but this is a dandelion. It's like you made the wish, And I feel like he's fulfilling that wish. And whether he's Mr. Right or Mr. Right now, enjoy the time together. And the final card is the Fern. It says, connect with inner wisdom. Again, I know we said this to you last time. Keep checking in with that internal wisdom, that instinct. Just keep checking with those. It's just a reality check, you know. This woman is surrounded by, you know, we've got a deer. That's the gentle energy, a nurturer. We have the fox, which is the he's like the energy that's in the in between worlds. So, and then you got the little gnome man. So I feel like you got a little gnome man character also watching after you. So it could be a grandfather figure, if not a father figure, but just enjoy the fertility of new beginnings. So, Karen, that's what I have for you tonight.
She said that really resonated. That's wonderful.
Sweet.
And I just want to shout out to Garnet. Ahoy, ahoy, matey.
What the fay, Garnet? How are you? We got a couple people popping in now. Hi, Susan.
Susan's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us read for you, Karen. Yeah. And hi, Amanda.
Yes.
I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Let's take a moment to thank everyone for sharing space with us tonight. Yep. You could be off doing so many other things like cooking roasted chicken.
Okay. That's random.
Love that you're spending time with us. I love it.
A lot of people eating their leftovers from yesterday, apparently. Yeah. All right. All right.
Why did I go get dinner? We have leftovers. Oh. Polly, hello.
And me, I got a Jersey Mike.
We had ham, and I was telling my son that ham was pale. I'm like, I don't trust a pale ham. That's just all water. And it didn't have much flavor to it.
Yeah.
So, hi, Polly. Polly, are you still here? I want to check, double check.
Yeah, Polly just made a laughing face. Polly is here. Yeah. Thanks, Polly.
All right, Polly.
Kind of guidance you need. Ooh. I keep getting some of these cards over and over again. It's like a message for everybody. So what I got here for you, Polly, is fellowship, and it's your group, it's your tribe, it's your people. I don't know if you met with them yesterday, let's say, or if you're meeting with them right now, because it's here in this community that the fellowship is the strongest. But either way, very important. Be careful of any rumors that you may hear out there. There's a lot of people, particularly people in high offices, if you know what I mean, that offer a lot of rumors that unfortunately we take as truth and may not be as truth, but it could be just something you overhear and you think, really? I didn't know that about that. And they're saying, thank you for standing up and being brave in your own life and in the life of this world. This is very important for you and for us, that you are standing on the side of the right side, or standing on the side, and you know that you got your umbrella there and you're fighting off the dragons. You're slaying them. Keep up the good work, Polly.
That image reminded me, when it was blurry and I didn't see what it was, it reminded me of Wally Gator.
It does look like Wally Gator. You're right. It does. Yes. Wally Gator is a swinging alligator in the park.
Oh, you're wonderful. All right, Polly. So I said beginning, midweek, and then end of week, weekend. So beginning of the week. All right. So you got the 10 of Pentacles. And so this is all about the strategery of planning for your future. You know, this may be the week. I don't know if anybody who's done their taxes already. Not me. This is the worst I've ever been. Well, South Carolina got a reprieve, so I got me another week to do it. I've just been so busy. Um, Anyways, so the beginning of the week, it's time to kind of start thinking long term. Maybe checking out a financial advisor if you have one, checking in with him, just making some long-term plans to to secure your future, because I'm telling you, I'm not so secure about my future at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so I even told Brendan, we're not going to buy paper plates anymore. We're going to we got to save every penny.
Gotta cut back somewhere.
Sometimes you have to spend money to save money. So I'm thinking on buying a trailer, a tow trailer to stop the trash service, because I'm not far from the dump. So taking my own trash is going to save me, $60 every 3 months or whatever. Little things matter. So to me, that's what this card is saying. Start thinking long term. You don't have to delve into it. It's just start thinking and making some plans. All right, midweek. It says detach yourself from endings and welcome rebirth. So has something happened recently that it's kind of a transitional period for all of us anyways, but leaving something, someone, or a situation behind because you're hesitant about walking forward and walking away. But know that when you do release things that hold you back, the freedom, I mean, he's just looking at all these birds flying free, and he's like, why am I not in that energy? I need to be in that energy. So it could be about cutting energetic cords that no longer serve you. It could be having a little bit of a ceremony, asking Archangel Michael to come sever cords that no longer serve your highest good, to give you the freedom and the confidence to move forward. And then you too got the Frog Princess. This is about staying balanced. This is the weekend energy. Keeping balance, keeping grounded, but having fun. But when I look at this image, it's about going into nature and really appreciating Mother Earth, listening to her heartbeat. It's a magical thing when we just go out and just take the time to listen to the birds. You never know, you might hear a message, when you do those kind of things. So, but I feel that, it's like, again, with this halo around her, it's something very magical and healing about you going out into nature, and perhaps under a full moon. I feel like that's the glow of a full moon. But being surrounded by frogs here is prosperity. So I feel like you're going to have a beautiful and peaceful weekend. So, Polly, there's my story for you.
All right. So guess who snuck in? Miss Tarot D and Angela Hudgens. Nice to see both.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Love that. I hope you're doing well, Miss D.
Yeah.
Aww. Lovely. Hi, Angela.
Welcome, Polly.
All right. Our next peoples is Jay Hannah. Okay. She's wondering, and I forgot to start her. She rephrased this, but it makes sense to me. She's wondering about her abilities. Okay. She says, has she's missed anything? And I don't think it's about missing anything. Things happen in their right timing. And and you can even ask this of your guides, because you just ask them to use your strongest clair to communicate with you. And then you may find that you have more than one clair. So let's see what we have.
And things change all the time. You grow, you learn something new. They don't go away, really. You just may have pushed them down because you got other things you got to do. But I ended up pulling for you your Discover Your Path card. And it says here that you have some pursuits that you should probably consider. You exhibit resilience and initiative. Craft your chances and see them through your unique approach. Utilize the resources at your disposal and ensure your dreams have an impact. Your deeds have an impact and remain authentic. Adhere to the guidelines and wholeheartedly embrace the strategy. The most promising prospect is the one you forge independently. Time progresses linearly, but memory follows its path. I don't think time progresses linearly. I kind of think time is like this, but it's saying here that you can pretty much stay in the now. The now is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Okay, so yeah.
Sweet.
Liz, I think you're in the queue, hon. We haven't got to you yet, so we will.
All right, interesting. Okay, you have the Eight of Wands, and that's about communication. So what's interesting about this image is the deer missing its head, or is the deer just turning the head away, you know? So, and it's funny how you asked if you're missing something.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the first thought I'm having is your head, your ego, your thoughts. And I don't mean ego in a sense of you're egotistical. We have that ego who likes to meddle, get in the way of our spiritual communications and such. So this is like saying, get out of your head space, let it flow. So they're definitely trying to communicate with you. And excuse me, I didn't drink enough water today. Okay, hang on. I feel I'm hearing you have the ability to create so many castles. So I'm feeling like this is saying create a sacred space as you meditate to meet with your guides and use that as your meeting place and communicating with them, that you can ask them anything. You can perhaps ask what's your strongest clair and see what comes to you. See if the message is in your thoughts, or do you physically hear them? Is it a vision that you're getting? Sometimes we have the ability of all, but some are weaker than others. Some are stronger. I'm sorry, one moment. So anyway, so Eight of Wands, all about sometimes, and then you can, I'm going too fast myself. Sometimes these messages are coming in too fast that you can't grasp them. So that's when you can ask of your guides to slow it down just a little bit and make it more comprehensible to you. Sometimes I'll say, speak English. Speak English. Your other one is Princess of Wands. This is embark on a grand voyage. Your creativity is limitless. Princesses are the she's starting on a new journey. Princesses are the beginnings of learning, and I am going too fast. Hang on. Okay. So the key word here was creativity. I'm sorry. I'm just like, my uvula is dry. Okay. One of the keys to receiving messages is using our imagination. And it's when you realize that imagination is like a springboard to the message. Don't ever say, did I just make that up? Because if you're thinking about it, it's the message. So try to figure that out. So this is about taking a new voyage and learning a little bit more about, start with one clair perhaps, and claircognizance. That's when you have thoughts. That's a lot of times people's most prominent Claire. But this is definitely about you starting a new journey with your spiritual messages and communication. And then I got the Serpent Queen. It says, allow for transformation. So trust in the process, let it come about naturally, and enjoy, most of all, enjoy the process. So Serpent Queen is all about transformation, shedding old skin, and coming out renewed, a rebirth. So I think maybe you might be at that that in-between realm of really coming into your gifts rather than do I know them all now? They will come naturally to you, and you will figure out which is your strongest ones, and then really work at those ones. So, Jay Hannah, I hope our message has made sense to you. Okay, let's see. Does she have any comments? I am tomorrow. Love to be creative. Oh, Debbie's here. Hi, Debbie. I hope you're doing well. I love Debbie's videos too. All right, Anja. I was sitting on the sofa 2 days ago, idly gazing ahead of me toward the bedroom door when I saw fabric passing behind it from left to right, soft peach color. Oh, who did I see? Oh, Carolyn. Wow, how exciting. All right. There we go.
Anya, I want to say that it's your guardian angel. That's what I'm getting. It's the color that it's the soft peachy color, and yeah, the pastels, and there's something about the pastels. They're just so warm and loving. The fabric was grayed. Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get some clarity here. I'm feeling here that this is future divination. This person is a 33, which is a very powerful number. And it says clarity and guidance. So this particular figure that was there is a personal guardian angel that wants to work with you or is working with you. And look at how lit up your third eye has become. And they're saying it's right. Actually, it's above the third eye and close to the crown chakra. So it's almost as though it's in full movement. And that's why, and the best way to see these things is out of the corner of our eyes. Or if we sort of, we don't want to cross our eyes. Our mothers would just be mortified because my mother told me never to cross your eyes. Anyway, remember, they might get stuck. But yeah, I'm feeling, so there was like a film over it. Well, that makes a lot of sense. It could have been that, what's the word I want to say? What is the bridal? What is that fabric when you wear a bridal veil?
I was going to say a veil. Chenille?
Yeah. No. But it's like it's that real light material, yeah. And it's not meant to block out a bride's face, but it's to make her look a little bit more mysterious. Yeah. I bet you did a double take. Yeah. Carolyn, you're right. Yeah, it is probably a guardian bringing you, not a massage though, probably a message, but you never know. Oh, ectoplasm. Yeah. Netting. Thank you. Yeah, it could be ectoplasm.
Netting. Yeah. Tool. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Peripheral vision is the key. You're right, Donna. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, tool. Yeah, could be tool.
Such a tool. All right.
Thank you.
All right. I might have to go along with this. I almost also feel that even though it's a guardian angel, it could be from that from the land.
Mm-hmm. Elemental. You mean an elemental?
Well, just that they either lived on that land, if not in that particular house. But here we have this white fox. So white, first of all, the fox is a I'm gonna say idol. What's the word? Anyways, they represent that in between, the veil, in between worlds energy. And the fact that this is a white fox is definitely a divine entity from the in-between worlds. So it's nothing to fear. Because I'm going to use this one, protection. So we got the crab here. And crab is all about protection. So she may be just letting you know that she's watching over you. I swear this person here is wearing a peachish looking dress when I looked into it. I almost feel like if you went out into the garden under the full moonlight and just sat still, that you would either feel her presence or hear her whisper. That's what I'm getting from that image.
Wow.
And then here we have, well, we have the image of a swan. So this is, I think she's there to kind of have that feminine energy of beauty and grace, and I, hang on. Oh, interesting. So her hand is of a swan's head. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So this was the card I asked for a message for you, and this is about you are transforming right now. You're going through, how do I want to say? It's almost like a spiritual transformation, like a spiritual awakening, and you might be able to see her more often. You might be able to communicate with her. You might be in a transformative energy of mediumship even. Excuse me. So yeah, so I just feel that it's not a presence to be feared, that you're definitely being watched over and protected. And see, the moon is shown up twice here, so something about the full moon energy. Of course, that's when our intuition and insight is at its peak moment. So I invite you next full moon, if you have a backyard or garden, to sit in and sit still, and 3 nights in a row, and just be still and see what happens. I would love to know. I would love to know. Organza, Miss D might say about the veil. Karen has the giggles. All right, Kim B is next. Then we still have S. Steele and Ellen. And we'll see how we're doing at that time. I think I'm just losing my voice. So May, my phone gets frozen, so I may not be able to respond. Okay. So Kim B wants to know about her May energy.
I'm talking and there's no sound. So anyway, this is cool, but it may not be cool for you, Kim, because the first thing I get is energy clearing and freshening. Why am I getting spring cleaning in here? Because we all probably need to do it. But yeah, there you go. The second thing I get is the hearth. Make sure that you take time to comfort yourself and create spiritual connection in your world. And I love this because the candles are being lit above the hearth. It's not winter anymore, but it is a cozy situation, and there's an awful lot of light that is given. And I love the picture at the top. There's a picture of a dog, and there's a picture of a woman's head, like a cameo. And I'm thinking they want you to give love and attention to any animals you might have lost, or any relatives, ancestors from the other side. The last thing I get is a moth, and a moth represents mystery, concealment, and illusion. And so it might be that the month is going to fly by, and you may not be able to get everything you want done in it because it just seems to be taking on a life of its own. But it's asking you to make sure you find the time to balance out all those things that you need to do in order to move forward. Thank you. Yes, that's the Green Witch's Oracle. You're right, Donna. Yeah, very nice. All right.
All right. Ooh, there it is. Oop, there it is.
That's an old song.
All right, Kim. This is one of the prettiest Fool cards I've seen. Okay. May energy. I just by looking at the images, I'm thinking, go out to a garden. Do you have peonies in your garden? If not, I think maybe you should plant some. They're the most romantic flower to me. Is the peony. Maybe you'll be gifted peonies. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is about being open to new beginnings and doing something that you wouldn't ordinarily do, but you've always wanted to do. I think that's another invitation here on this card. And I see a little something about I'm backwards again. Messenger. Receiving a message in May. So that's all I can think about right now is sometime in May you receiving a message that you possibly have been waiting for. Or she's not paying attention actually. So it could be something that comes out of the blue, unexpected, but I don't know. It's just a beautiful image. I can't stop staring at it. But definitely doing some gardening in May. And the gardening is not only, I think, physically, but metaphorically. May is about planting your seeds for the future, your manifestations. It could be about surrounding yourself in a romantic energy. So bring things of romance into your being, and moments of nostalgia. I'm also getting that. Moments of nostalgia. But doing something for yourself that makes you feel beautiful and just a romantic energy. I also get that May is a month of healing. So if you've been going through something or a loss of someone or a situation, May is going to have a lot of healing energy for you. And maybe that's why it's asking you to surround yourself in beautiful things. Yeah. So yeah. I think I'll leave that one there. It's just about healing and letting go of things that no longer serve you. And then I get, did you get the moth?
Mm-hmm.
Was that her? I got them all.
Oh.
This says follow the light.
Okay.
Not like in the bug movie where it says stay away from the light. This is saying follow the light. Okay. Hang on a second. There's like a pattern here. Give me a moment to marinate here. Okay, so if things have been challenging for you, maybe you've been in a state of sorrow or loneliness or missing something. Let me know if I'm wrong here. Always looking towards the light. Bring yourself out of this moment energetically. Do the things that bring you happiness and that raises your vibrational energy. Always looking to the light. I have an affirmation I say on cloudy, rainy days. Is it may be cloudy outside, but may the sun shine in my heart and in everyone's hearts. Making the best of every situation. Does this resonate with you at all, Kim? Kim did say she might not be able to respond.
Yeah, she says her phone goes in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just feel, I mean, I don't know if I'm on the right track, but I just feel like you need to do some things this May to raise your vibrational energy, bring you joy. Let the things go that we can't do anything about. And I also feel like looking to the light is about listening to your guides or communicating with them. I'm sorry, that's all I have for you, Kim. I hope that resonated somehow. I just feel like things are going to look up for you if things have been challenging. So S. Steele, are you still here? Who was it that you said has a ghost in their house?
Denise Fletcher. Tarot.
Denise Fletcher. Okay. Yeah. And then Carolyn said, Ginger, I'm getting information from the house already. Ooh. So, Carolyn, if you want to come and investigate.
Yes, Steele is here. Okay.
Okay, she is here? Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From the Fae, even.
No, Donna, you're still on the list, though.
Yeah, I thought you only had a couple left, but our list is still kind of long here.
All right. S. Steele, this is also from the Witch's deck. And the first one you got is the Cauldron, which is an opportunity for creation of something that you want. The Cauldron, we were talking about this on another show the other day, stone soup. I don't know if you ever read it as a kid, but people bring in ingredients to make a soup. And if everybody brings in one little thing, you'll get a big, and it started out, person only had a stone and they put water in a pot. And the next person brought a carrot and the next person brought an onion and the next, on and on and on. And so the Cauldron brings all of those things together for us, creating an opportunity and a caring share. The next card I get is Sage, which is wisdom, purification, and harmony. And we end up putting sage sometimes in our soup, which is really interesting. And the last one I get for you is to tend to your garden. Make sure that you provide the maintenance, the encouragement, and the guidance so that your garden can grow and come to fruition so that you then can have your own soup. How about
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's great. All right, Miss Steele. My first card for you This card is, I know I pulled this card earlier, but it has a totally different meaning. The Fae want you to remember who you are. You are a beautiful, magical being. You need to embody that grace, that inner grace, that inner magic. I think you've forgotten energetically who you are and the beauty that's within you. And they want you to bring that beauty out, call it back to you. That's the first card. The second one is Three of Cups. They're saying it's time to go out and celebrate, whether and with some friends, whether it's celebrating life, celebrating the friendship, celebrating nature. It's just about going out with some friends, or it could be family, close family, but going out and enjoying some time together. It's very important. I feel like I almost want to say, I feel like you've forgotten to have fun. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm wrong, but it's they're wanting you to live. They want you to rejoice. They want you to be happy, smile. And then you got the koi pond. It says creative harmony. So have you let your creativity subside a little bit because you've just been feeling a little less than? They're just asking you, maybe it's about you and some friends and going out to one of these like wine and painting parties that, I don't know, we have some of those here in Greenville, where you go and do something creative, whether it's painting or pottery or something, sipping a little wine. But they want more harmony in your life, but you have to make that step towards it and create it. And that's about doing all things that bring you joy. Koi fish represent abundance. So there's abundance out there waiting for you, but you've been hiding too long. So let me know if that makes sense to you or not. But that's the story that I got for you.
Nice.
So, hey, lovely Viviani. All right. Ellen R is next. So after Ellen, I'm going to check in with Aley and see what we can do here.
Okay.
Ellen wants to know big things coming her way through the end of May.
Oh, this is funny. Wait till you see what I pulled. Oh, it's come up in your readings, in your cards. It hadn't come up in mine, but I got the frogs.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the frogs. So it says here, self-expression and being carefree. Why do I get the feeling, Ellen, that you just need to take your shoes off and walk in the grass? Enjoy being that young girl again and working with your inner child. And of course, you know, the frogs will be leaping all around and we will all be working to have ourselves expressed in a childlike way. I get a celebration. So something's going to be happening. I don't know if that means that it will be Memorial Day or if it will be before then. I don't know if you have a birthday celebration to go to, but they said this will be the highlight of the month, that it will be exciting for you. So I hope so. I hope so. Just make sure that you don't have someone trip into the cake. You've seen that before, where people fall right into the cake. That's it. Finally, it says bright night. Because the days are longer and the nights, you know, it stays lighter outside, it will be the bright night time, which is enchanting, and it will allow you to discover all those things around you and maybe above you. Never know.
Love that. Okay, either this deck just has a lot of swans, or we're just a lot of swan energy tonight. You know, I'm starting to discover themes every time we read. And the swan energy is all about beauty and grace. This is Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is about setting up your sacred space. And I feel like in this case, it's in your heart, in your spirit. Setting up that sacred space. There's so much chaotic energy going on around in the world that we need to protect our energies. And this is about you calling in that queen like energy, that graceful energy, just raising your vibrational energy. And as you do that, it draws in more beautiful energy towards you. You also got this Ace of Pentacles. In here are peacocks. Again, symbols of beauty and grace. So Ace of Pentacles, something new. For me, I like to say Ace of Pentacles are about creating a sanctuary, a healing sanctuary. So there's a theme there about creating a sanctuary for yourself to raise your vibration. And then I got Moon Dancer. Trust your instinct. Do something silly. In the next full moon, go out there and just twirl. Raise your vibrational energy, twirl. Just feel the moon rays upon you and just picture them as healing light. Call in that moon energy. But this is about you and having your instincts. Your intuitive abilities, I think, are going to be stronger here throughout this next month. So trust your instincts, trust those thoughts that come to you. I think that's that. So good energy for you. All right, Aley, it is 8:30. Unfortunately, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Do you want to do a collective?
We can, or we can just do like one card, maybe one card each on these 4, and then Is that would that work? Okay. Yeah. That way they get some kind of answer. Yeah.
I would love that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Liz has no idea what's going on with her.
Oh, Liz, I'm sorry.
What's going on with Liz?
Yeah.
Liz, are you still here?
Yeah, I think she is.
Okay. All right, Liz.
So, Liz, I pulled the fruit card, and it looks as though the fruits of your labor are going to be paying off for you. Look at that. All the crystals are right above the fruit, and there's beautiful sort of like flowers, hibiscus flowers, and it says achievement and success. So I'm thinking that you may be going through a sort of dark night at this time, but once you're on the other side of it, you'll be feeling better about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to piggyback on that. That's great. Because you got the King of Pentacles here. So this is about good things happening for you, coming your way, or possibly somebody bringing good energy to you in your way. And it's either you are just being very humble because you know you've been through these challenges, and you either have the gift to help others because you've been through it, or somebody's going to come along and gift you, whether it's energetically or with a message that will just lighten your day. And I think just hang in there, baby. Remember, wheel happens. It's cycles. We all go through these cycles, and it's how we choose to navigate through them. So hang in there, Liz.
It's tough to have to keep going through those situations.
Okay. Sandra wants a message from her partner. I'm not sure if we can.
That's pretty involved. Let me see if I can come up with an idea of what he would want to say. Okay. I got a perfect card for this.
Okay.
Sandra, John is saying to you, I am right beside you. It is not your imagination. If you hear me, then trust it. if you smell me, sometimes people have cologne that they used to wear, or if they were a person that smoked a pipe, there's some of that, or their favorite foods. Trust your impression that he is with you. And he says, all you got to do is call my name and I'm there. And he said, and then just trust. It's not your imagination.
Yeah, and speaking of imagination, this is a Three of Pentacles card. This is about using your creativity. He wants you to come out of the cage and start working on your, is it artwork that you do? Something very creative that you've kind of put to the wayside, or maybe just now getting back into. He wants you to come out of that cage, free up that creativity, and start creating again. So if that makes sense to you, I'd love to know. But yeah, this is about freeing your spirit and getting back into that creative thing that you
that maybe you put aside. Yeah.
So I would love to know what that is. All right, and for Donna.
Okay.
All right, Donna. Are you still here, Donna?
I think she is. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Donna.
Oh, very interesting card. I hope you can see it. I'm going to try to bring it up as close as I can, but it's called Temptation, Donna. And it says the beast within, but it's because I believe this is Hansel and Gretel, and there's the Wicked Witch. And you know what happens to Hansel and Gretel? She wants to cook them for lunch. And I'm getting that in that story, it's tempting to stray off the path, or it's tempting not to follow through on things. But they're saying that we have to stop our shadow side, the beast within, and look towards the dawn, is what I'm getting for you.
Okay, Aley has you looking at the dawn, and I have you looking at the moon.
There you go. Both equally as important. Yes.
So this is, Donna, about you going out and celebrating something. Again, as I said before, celebrate. This says collaboration is a mutual success. Celebrate the velocity of progress. So this could be something, even at work or something. They're asking you to go out and celebrate, have fun, even if it's celebrating the friendship itself, celebrating you are alive and breathing, celebrating something new. I think maybe collaborating with people and to start a project is what I'm feeling right now. And that'll be something that you brings you joy, and then you can later celebrate the success of it. So this is definitely about collaboration, surrounding yourself with like-minded people and starting something with them. So
wow, that's great.
Yeah, that's what I have there.
Yeah.
So Donna, I hope that you guys who are just getting a one card reading, do hit that bell and tune in again, because Aley will be on again, I will be on again, and we'll make sure you get a good reading. So we have Play, Love, Remember.
Yep.
She has a Thomas. She would like to know if he's a guide and or an ancestor. Thomas. So Play, Love, Remember.
Oh, that's cool, Donna. Thanks for sharing that. My first impression is, Play, don't be a doubting Thomas. But it could be a representation of a guide or an ancestor, and it could be that it is a guide that was an ancestor. So I'm getting here that it's great. It says, let's go skinny dipping. I mean, really, how perfect is that? But it says non-judgment and self-care. So whoever this person is that's Thomas wants to make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. So that makes me feel as though it is an ancestor, and it could be one you have no awareness of, or it could be further back in the line. But I also believe that they are working with you as a guide, because we can have guides that are the deceased loved ones on the other side. So yeah, but he says, you know, I'm glad, or maybe he's saying, I'm glad you're not a doubting Thomas, that you're open to hearing from me. So it could be the very opposite of what I just said. Yeah. Hi, Roots and Waves.
And
yeah. And Connie Upley's here. It's nice to see you, Connie.
Okay, so let me see if this image will say what or the other. I feel I got more of a message than a who. And they are trying to be around you to help you stay in balance, to keep the balance of the yin and yang energies. They're here to support you. They're here. They could take you on a journey. So try communicating with them and ask them, what is their purpose? And ask them to find a way of letting you know when they're around, what their presence is. And way I see it here is a smell, something about a smell, a scent.
Okay.
So a particular scent is when you would know they were around. And learn to, I feel this cloud behind it reminds me of cotton candy. So if that makes any sense to you, cotton candy, carnival, is that something you shared, a shared memory with an ancestor, you know, someone who's passed away? So, but
I love that.
So
I love
that's
that.
what I got for you. It's just lots of beautiful energy, but it's fun energy, and he's trying to nudge you into having more fun in your life. So play, love, remember.
Play. Yeah. Play. Well, and that's her name. Play, love, remember. Right. So that's awesome. So shall we just pull one for the community and then we're done? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I got a very interesting card here. And I'm getting this a lot for some reason. I've got the cards rumor, and I've got the card gossip, and that's what I got. I got gossip. I got gossip again. And I'm getting here words to the unwise. So if you're hearing some gossip and you're accepting it as the truth, those are words to the unwise. Make sure that you follow your own discernment, as these fellas are all standing around in this room talking about something. And it's interesting that these guys are all men. Usually it's cheap women sometimes like to gossip, you know, people you work with or whatever. But it says that it's very deadly, really, to carry that gossip out into the world. And it is words to the unwise. So again, trust your own gut, trust your own intuition. You already know if it's true or not. You just have to listen. Yeah.
Okay, and of course, I would pull the fairy mischief card.
That goes along with the gossip.
Yes. This says, find joy in the unexpected. I said this earlier. There's so much chaotic energy that's either putting a little bit of paranoia in our minds, lies, uncertainty. Now more than ever, make sure you're finding pockets of joy within the week for you to take time to just breathe, enjoy. And of course, being Fae, more time out into nature is so important and so healing. Go out and hug a tree. And if you're too embarrassed to hug a tree, just act like you're leaning on it, adjusting your shoe or something, and just send that tree love and healing. And that love and healing will go down to Mother Earth. She certainly needs that love and healing. And we're losing nature around us. So send her love and healing. But again, add joy to your life. Do something that brings you joy. Even if it's a moment to sit and think of a thought that brings you joy, if you can go out and do something at the moment. But the more joyful energy we behold in us, raising our vibrations, the harder it is for these challenges to really affect us.
Right.
So
thank you. That's a wonderful message.
There we go. So, Aley, thank you so much.
Thank you. Had a great time.
Really love reading with you. What do you have coming up for everybody?
Oh, good Lord. Let's see what. Well, I got my dream show on tomorrow night, which is always a lot of fun, and I have some other pre-recorded tapes that are being released. But I also have my medium show on Thursday and some work this weekend with some folks. So yeah. How about you? You have something coming up?
I'm on with Ivana on Thursday night at 7 p.m.
Right.
Kind of, you know, with work and all, I'm trying to keep it just to maybe 2 lives a week.
I get it.
But summer's coming, and I really want to do more. And
summer is coming.
Look for a short to come out, a short video that I have where I am asking of people if they know if they've had any paranormal experiences and would like to investigate it. I have a show called Tarotnormal Investigation. If you have an experience or know somebody who has had an experience, spread the word. Or even if you know of a haunted place that you would like to know more about, just in my description is my email address. Just drop me a hello and let me know. And it's a lot of fun. And if you go into my channel under library, you'll see Tarotnormal Investigations, and you might watch 1 or 2 and see what you think. But they're a lot of fun. The amazing things can come out while we're doing it. And we're doing it through tarot, the use of tarot. And that's how I came up with Tarotnormal.
I love it.
Investigations.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
So, thank you, everybody, for popping in, sharing space with us. Thank you, Aley, as always. Such a pleasure.
The pleasure is
mine. Yeah, so we're going to send everybody off with fae blessings and a fairy butt, too. So, bye, everybody.